They'll run down the hill in one of the most storied entrances in all of college football. Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
There's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Give to the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Touchdown Tigers! And they strike first.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Stanford's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The inside handoff. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they got him for the sack.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Gets a hand on the pass, and it's intercepted. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, he set his offense up at the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Got it behind the line. It's Bean. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What a grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dances away to buy time. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. And they're not on the same page there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds.
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This is one of the reasons I love this linebacker. He is an outstanding pass rusher. He's got speed, he's got quickness and agility to avoid the offensive linemen, running backs, and tight ends on his way to the quarterback.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
He wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 7 over UAB. We He'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Stanford quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Out across the 20 to the 20. Gain of a 3-yard gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Walton. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Here comes the offense on second down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now they've got it at the 44 on first and 10.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wolf. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And had they not picked up that first down, it would have been decision time for the head coach, right? You're kind of in no man's land on the fridge. Are you trying a long field goal? Are you going for it on 4th down? But because of the execution there and the nice throw, let's keep this drive going. Let's see if we can get 6.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So, so tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Makes his man miss. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Okay. Easy. He's looking to throw it, trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Walton. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Slings it downfield. It's caught. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're bringing heat. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to pass, it's Everett. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, this is such a frustrating feeling. When you got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Running back gain of 1. 3rd down coming up.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide receiver now comes in motion. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Right back to the well. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Running back goes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little release to the back. Ball's out. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Floats it out in space. At the 45 on its way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Power football with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Slams it ahead. He's stopped. 4th and goal, and he lost a yard back to the 2.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Going to the running game. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Scanning the field, it's Everett. It's complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Third down coming up.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Getting some heat. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot and get it down to the 35.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Flip it. Yep.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 6th play of the drive coming up. Handoff to the single running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready up.
And now on second down for this offense.
Slab.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And that's why a lot of kids want to play for this coach, because they know that when they get into games, even if it's late, coach is going to let them go play ball, go have fun, take shots and try to come up with big plays. This offense right now, man, they're just having fun.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They've just got to do a better job finishing.
Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On second down, looking to throw. Release to the back. Finds his man down the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to punch it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs it.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over to they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
325.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Everett. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Firing to the right, complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They want to throw it. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gone.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Line gets set, 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. But jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground. And now they've gotten
throws toward the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
It'll be a draw. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They
unleashes one deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you string together positive